Nick here, and today we're going to be going over my movie collection again. This will be part 2. So, I guess we'll just get right into it. Starting off with a classic. Star Wars, the complete saga, but I guess it's not the complete saga anymore. This was when it was just 6 movies. I've watched 7 and 8. I honestly don't think I've watched 9. Or a solo movie, or like The Mandalorian, all that stuff. I watched The Clone Wars when it came out, when I was younger, and then these 6 movies, and then Rogue One. So that's like my Star Wars knowledge. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fanatic, but I know what I'm talking about. So this is probably one of my favorite pieces in my collection. It's also, I think, the one I've had for the longest amount of time. I've had this since I was a kid. But yeah, it's got the prequels and the original trilogy. So, Phantom Menace, you got Darth Maul there. Attack of the Clones, Batman, Anakin. And these discs are kind of lame. I'm not going to take them out because they're kind of a pain, but it just got like 1, 2, 3. It's got like the Roman numerals. This one's sick. Anakin again. And you got him and Obi-Wan right there. You got Han, Leia, and Luke for A New Hope. Yoda for The Empire Strikes Back. Yep. And then Luke and Vader for Return of the Jedi. I don't think, honestly, any of these movies are in my top 10. Maybe The Phantom Menace, which is my favorite. I know that's kind of a ridiculous take, but I like Jar Jar Binks, which is also a ridiculous take, but it's true. Then I would have to say either The Empire Strikes Back. Oh yeah, there's also bonus discs at the end. There's like 2 bonus discs. You got Boba Fett. And then on with the Ewoks. Oh, it's actually 3. And then I don't know what this is. And then you got R2 and C-3PO. And then there's like a little pamphlet with all these guys at the end. Yeah, 1 is definitely my favorite because it's got Jar Jar and Qui-Gon. I like Qui-Gon too. Then maybe episode 3. 4, it's either a toss-up between 4 or 5. I like both of these movies. Attack of the Clones is definitely the weakest, but I don't really dislike it. If you haven't seen any of the Star Wars movies, you don't gotta watch all the shows and stuff. You don't even have to watch the prequels, although I would recommend it. But if you somehow never seen Star Wars, go watch it. What are you doing? Okay. Another film collection. This one's Mission Impossible. So I don't really want to spoil like any of the movies, but this is like a Star Wars is Star Wars. Even if you've never seen it, it's like space sci-fi. I don't know how else to explain it. Mission Impossible is like a spy movies. Well, at least like the first 3 kind of are, but now they're more like action-y stunts. Tom Cruise, this guy, does all these crazy stunts. The first one is definitely my second favorite, I think. I like them all pretty much. The second one's kind of gets a lot of hate. I don't think it's that bad. Definitely my least favorite, though. The first one's just so classic. And then the third one's okay too. This has got Lawrence Fishburne in it, the dude from John Wick. You know, guys know I'm a big John Wick fan. If you saw part one of this series, and then, yeah, Tom Cruise is Ethan. And then Ving Rhames is Luther. He's one of my favorite characters. He's like the hacker dude of the group. So, I like it. Yeah. Another classic series. If you've never watched, just give the first one a watch. I would say that, where do I want to put this so it's like not obstructing the camera? We'll do that. The first one, I don't know, is kind of a little dated, but I think it's worth a watch. It's just like another classic film. Now, one more Mission Impossible, and my favorite one, Ghost Protocol. This is the one where, if you've never seen the movie, maybe you've seen the clip of Ethan, Tom Cruise. He's running like away from this huge hotel, and there's like a sandstorm chasing him. That's this movie. I really like this one. It's the perfect mix, I think, of spy and action. Whereas the new ones are all action and no spy, like stealthiness, and the old ones are like exclusively like spy, like espionage, all that jazz. This one I think is the perfect mix of both of those, so I really like it. The only thing I think stopping this from being in my top 10 all time is there's no Luther in this movie. Luther is not, I think he's in like 1 minute at the end, or like a post-credit scene, but he's not in like the majority of the movie, unlike literally all the other ones where he's like one of the most important people. That's the only thing holding it back. Otherwise, I really like this movie. It might be my favorite spy, I don't know which spy movie. Yeah. Trying to think of like the genre that you describe that as. Now, not a spy movie, but another classic, The Karate Kid. Those ones I don't think have anything inside. I know these. Yeah. Okay. Well, this one's Blu-ray and DVD, but all of these discs for this stuff kind of like Mission Impossible ones. They just got like the Mission Impossible 1, Mission Impossible 2, yeah. This one's dope. And it's got the little pamphlet. It's Daniel on the, someone wrote on this disc. I got a lot of these used, but it's Daniel on the thing. If you've never seen the movie, I don't know. This is another good movie. I don't know if it would be in my top 10 though. I think it teaches a good lesson, like true strength doesn't necessarily come from being the loudest in the room or like the most aggressive or violent. You know, I don't want to spoil too much, but like Miyagi, Mr. Miyagi, teaches Daniel how to defend himself rather than how to fight, I guess. So yeah, I think it has a good message. The acting is just like kind of like when this movie came out, like the 70s or the 80s. Doesn't want to tell me. The acting's kind of like not that good. I know you could be like, oh, but the movie came out 50 years ago, or however old this is. And, I'm not like that when I compare movies. Like, I don't judge based on the time period it came out and say, this was a good movie for this time, therefore, it's a 5-star for like a 70s movie. I'm not like that. We're talking now, how well did this movie hold up? Singing in the Rain is one of my favorite movies, and that movie's wicked old. I don't actually have it on disc, but that movie's wicked old, and I think it's one of the best movies because it holds up till now, but the acting holds this movie back. But I think the message is really good, so I really like it. I would recommend you watch this movie. I'm not trying to diss it. The acting is kind of corny, is what I'm trying to say. An old movie where I don't really think the acting is that corny. Back to the Future. This is just the first one. I only have the first one, but I've seen all 3. I think there's only 3, right? If you've never seen this movie, this is the one with the DeLorean that they go fast and then they send them back in time. And yeah. I haven't watched this movie in a long time, but it used to be my favorite movie. I still like it. I don't know if it'd be in my top 10, but it's another classic. I think it still holds up really well. You've got the, hey, I've seen this one before meme is from this. I'm really good at pointing out like all the memes and stuff in all these movies. I've noticed that's kind of my go-to, like if you haven't seen this, you know the meme. Yeah, not a whole lot to say about this movie. I like this one probably the most. The second one's okay, and the third one's okay. Yeah, kind of a lame disc here. A lot of these older movie discs aren't super exciting, so that's kind of why I'm not really opening them up. I know people might want to hear like the little. But yeah, all of these movies, I think, if you haven't seen them, maybe go give them a watch. I mean, you don't gotta watch all 9 or whatever Mission Impossible movies are all 9 Star Wars plus spin-off movies. Just go watch one of them. So you're better versed and educated in pop culture. I think that it's kind of embarrassing when, at least for me, when there's like a movie like that that's like super popular that I haven't seen. You don't have to like the movie and be like, oh yeah, that movie was great, and when you secretly hate it. I don't care. I hate The Godfather. In the wise words of Peter Griffin, it insists upon itself. But I stuck through the whole movie because it's glazed beyond belief in pop culture. Yeah, especially in a world like today where people are so used to instant gratification from like Reels and YouTube Shorts and TikToks. Sitting down and watching a movie is a good way to fix your attention span. Enough of the rant. Back to the movies. Another spy movie. This is the only... I've seen all the Daniel Craig, James Bond movies. It's the only one I got on disc. Because it's my favorite. Cold take. If you've never seen this movie, I don't have a meme. I have a song for you. You've probably heard the song by Adele, Skyfall. the one who sings the intro song for this movie, or is it the outro? Anyways, this is probably the best Daniel Craig James Bond movie. I think this also does, if you want to compare apples to oranges, or apples to green apples to red apples, these two are the best of their respective series of this spy action, whatever you want to call it, genre. This one is, I think, where they got it right with this one, with the mix of spy and action, just like Ghost Protocol got it right for Mission Impossible. Overall, though, I am not a big fan of the Daniel Craig James Bond movies. That's not a diss at Daniel Craig. I think he does a good job. I think he is a good actor. Knives Out, if you've ever seen that, I think he does a good job as the detective in that movie. But just the plot is just what are we doing? Like, when I watch this, I'm thinking the name's Bond, James Bond, and it's gonna be some secret spy movie. And I guess you might get that with the older ones, which I haven't really watched. But so many of these are crazy action, they're trying to be Mission Impossible, and that's not what I want out of James Bond. I want he's got the suppressed pistol, and he's all trying to charm his way through violence is the last course of action. I think this one gets it right, though, with the action and stealthy espionage-ness. I don't think there was that much spy-ness that you think of with James Bond, but I still like the movie. Yeah. Now, would I recommend this to someone who's never seen a James Bond movie? I would still maybe say yes, because I feel not so much with Mission Impossible, but you can kind of get away with not watching the other James Bond movies that come before it. When you're trying to understand the plot, I think for the movies after this one, it's harder. But for this one, I really don't know if you need to watch. This is the third or fourth one. I don't think you need to watch the ones that come before it. Yeah, it's not telling me. I like it. Not my top 10, but a good spy movie. I don't know why I put this one back here. I'm screwing up my piles. I put the Karate Kid and the Back to the Future in this pile. Okay, get ready for a big debate. You'll see where this next part's going. I'll show you two movies. Boom! Iron Man and Captain America. Now, I'm not going to turn this into a MCU rant. I will try not to. It's gonna happen, I'm sorry. But, if you've never watched a superhero movie, I would highly recommend one of these two. Yeah. We'll see who has the cooler disc. How about that? I think these two movies rank for superhero and MCU. They're in the top three. They're both in the top three. I think the only movie that would give them a run for their money is Doctor Strange, the first one. I hate the second one. No, it looks like they died. They both both discs suck. Now, I would say I like these movies both equally as much. They're right on that 4.5, 5-star range. I think they're just classic. Iconic superhero movies, and they do like a good job. I mean, Iron Man's kind of about, I don't really want to spoil anything, but Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr., kind of got to set aside your ego sometimes, and I got like some, I don't know what that is. Got to set aside your ego and, fix your mistakes sometimes. Realize that you might be in the wrong, and do what's right. And Captain America is kind of about, staying true to your values and doing the right thing, and fighting for what you believe in. They give him just like the super soldier serum, and that like amplifies his like emotions. And when I don't want to spoil the movie, but they both teach good lessons. I think they're only beat out by Doctor Strange because I like the message of that movie more, which is like setting aside your ego to be part of something bigger than yourself. But if I was going to recommend the Marvel movie to someone who's never watched Marvel, I would recommend one of these two, because these are kind of debated as which one do you start with first, because this is the first Avenger, but this is the first movie that came out. So you can argue. If you want to get into Civil War discussion, I will say that Tony has the cooler team. Iron Man, he has the cooler team, but Captain America is right, even though his team is way lamer. I'm trying to like hold it off the camera, but I'm sitting on the side, so he's in the right, but the lamer team, and he's got the way cooler team. But he's in the wrong. End of discussion. If you've never seen Civil War, watch the Marvel movies. I won't get into a rant about the MCU, but I liked it when the movies were kind of simple to follow. Like you had, you watch the Hulk, the Edward Norton, is that who played the Hulk? The guy from Fight Club. You watch like the Hulk, Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, and then you watch the Avengers. Fine. And then you watch whatever comes before Age of Ultron, so Winter Soldier, right? Iron Man 3. Oh, you watch Iron Man 2, I guess, before. Yeah, that one too. Iron Man 3, and then you watch Age of Ultron, and then you start introducing, all these Avengers before Infinity War. And then it's Ant-Man, and Spider-Man, and then Black Panther, and then, okay. And now, you got a couple lame movies, lame sequel movies before Endgame. And then after Endgame, it's okay, we have a bunch of awful movies. And then you also have to watch 100 shows to understand what's going on now. And I'm trying to watch all the MCU movies again before Doomsday comes out, and rewatch the ones I haven't seen, and rewatch the ones I have seen, and watch the ones I haven't seen. And I'm up to Deadpool & Wolverine right now, but I haven't watched it yet. But everyone that I know that's a big MCU fan is telling me, you have to watch Loki season 1. And I'm I really don't want to watch the shows. And they're don't watch any of the other shows because they're a huge waste of your time. And I get it, they're there for the big Marvel nerds and people who like all the comics and whatnot, but I feel you shouldn't have to watch 20-something movies and like 10 shows to understand what's going on with like the newest movie, because like not everybody's got time for that. Not that I don't think it shouldn't be there for people who enjoy it, but what I'm trying to say is they just gotta reset everything at this point. There's just way too many like pulling from this movie and this show, and it's just like I don't have time for that. Like I don't really want to watch 30 Marvel movies to understand who this person is with like 5 minutes of screen time. That's like they can't even like hold up like a building. And then you got like a Thor now and Doomsday with like the G League Avengers, and it's like, who are these people? Like, anyway, that's my rant for Marvel. Anyways. Indiana Jones. If you recognize this guy, it's Han Solo. He hates when people say that, I think. There's 5 movies now. This is the first 4. Like that 5th one where they de-aged him using AI or whatever. Yeah. Lame discs again. These are all no good discs in this collection. And then like a bonus feature disc. But got like hiccups. Sorry. Indiana Jones, another classic. If you haven't seen it, go see the first one at least. Also not my favorite. I think the 3rd one. The 3rd one is probably my favorite. Which one is that? The Last Crusade. I really don't like the 2nd one. I just think the lady, they made her as annoying as possible in that movie. If you know what I'm talking about, I won't spoil anything. But if you watch like the first 5 minutes, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's just insufferable. I hate that movie so much. I really like the first one's like okay, like I respect it. The 3rd and 4th ones I really like. The 5th one is better than the 2nd one, but it's like kind of like boring. Yeah, I think this is a good series. Again, I don't know if any of these are in my top 10, but still worth a watch. I would rewatch the 3rd and 4th movies for sure. If you've never seen these, Harrison Ford is the guy, Indiana Jones. He also plays Han Solo in Star Wars. I think he likes talking about these movies a lot more than he does Star Wars, though, so from what I understand. But one more movie. It's kind of an old. It's in like this cardboard thing. This was another thrift find. This is, and I actually kind of like these cases. They're less protective compared to the standard DVD Blu-ray case, but they're cool. It's like the cardboard. It's like to save money, I guess. The cardboard is like the cover, and it's like, you know, it's got like the scene select thing over here. This is, and I guess I didn't really explain. This is like adventure. It's Indiana Jones. If you've never seen it, I'm sorry. Go watch it. This is, I guess, more of a niche series. This is another spy. I wouldn't really call it a spy. It's like a heist movie. Best Oceans movie. A lot of big names in this. Do I get the cast list? Brad Pitt, Let's tell me. George Clooney is George Clooney, Brad Pitt. That's Matt Damon. Right. He was in The Odyssey. Not gonna get into a rant about Christopher Nolan and all that. I'll save that for part 3 maybe. All big actors. Who else is in this? Andy Garcia, Julia Roberts. Yeah, there's so many. This is just like what do I call it? Like an Avengers movie for Hollywood actors. It's just like there's so many big names in this movie. This is my favorite, and probably, I think most people would also agree, the best Ocean's movie. I think I already said that, but if you're gonna watch one, I think I started with this one. You can honestly just jump in and you figure it out pretty quickly. There, it's like, oh, the names are on the front. That's what I was trying to read down here on the back. Their names are up here. I'm gonna feel really stupid when I go back and watch this. Yeah, it's kind of like this heist movie that takes place at a casino. Really, really interesting. Really cool movie. Again, not in my top 10, I think, but worth a watch for sure. Just a good movie. Yeah, and you don't have to watch 100 movies to appreciate it. So, yeah, kind of tried to pick movies for this one that I had seen. I know in the first one there were a couple movies that I was like, I've seen one of these, but not the other ones. So I wanted to be able to comment on all the movies in this one, if that makes sense, and give my take. I think it's kind of unfair to judge or rate a movie if you haven't seen it. Like I said earlier with The Godfather, if you didn't click away after I gave you my take, then thank you, but I think it's unfair to say a movie's bad if you haven't seen it. My 2 cents for the day. But yeah, there'll probably be a part 3 to this, I would imagine. I would like to watch some more of the movies that I have so I can give accurate takes on them. I don't really want to spoil the movies if people want to go watch them, even though I think a lot of my collection is very popular. I don't really have a lot of niche movies. So, yeah. That's all I got for you guys today. Hope you found this video relaxing, and I'll see you soon.